In this training, we are going to discuss how to add a new email list to your Aweber account. So what you want to do is log into your Aweber dashboard area, and you can do that by going to aweber.com. The first part of creating your new list is to go up here in the top corner, top left, it's going to say your current list. When you first log in, if you already have a few lists, you may see this. When your account's brand new, it's just going to say default, and you'll probably just have one list set up here. So what you want to do is come up here, choose create and manage list. Create and manage list. And then what you want to do is select create a new list right here. Create a new list. And under create a new list, you're going to come up with your list name. The best recommendation for the best results as far as your list name goes, it should be something that reflects the offer that you are using this for. So if you are selling something and you're setting up a buyer's list, so like the registration page that your buyers land on, you would try to put the name of your product in there. If it's, let's say you're doing a free giveaway offer, you could even identify what the giveaway is, or maybe you're setting it up for a giveaway event or for something else. But the main thing is you want to put in whatever your list name is here. So I'm going to put in my list name as, we're just going to call this, let's say that we're doing something about, let's say weight loss, for example. So let's just put on, weight loss freebie. Oh, looks like it's already being used, so we'll just say WGHTLOSS freebie. And there it is, that's available. And list description, we'll just put in what it is, free weight loss guide. As far as a from name, we'll put in, of course you want to put in your name here. And then like your website. So I'm just putting in a sample like weight loss website. And then your contact address, you could of course make sure that's accurate. And then we'll come down here, item number 2 in this list, it says notifications. You don't necessarily want to do this just because it'll inundate your email inbox, but every time a new subscriber is added, you could actually set this up to notify you. That's completely up to you. I usually skip that part. So the most important part is the basic information. Put in the list name, help it identify what it is you're promoting. Put in list description, put the from name, which is going to be your name, and then the address, or you could do your business or website name. Then simply choose save settings. Save settings. The next thing that it's going to take you to is to personalize your list. Personalize your list. This is where you can actually put in like your company name, your website name. So I'm just going to put in like my website name, for example. And then you can put in your URL. What this does, this is actually going to end up being the offer that they end up landing on if they decide to unsubscribe. It'll kind of remind them who you are. That's what would go in here. The next thing that you have here is you have your email signature. You have your email signature. And so what you want to do here under email signature is put in whatever it is you want below it. So you could put follow me on Twitter, and then put your Twitter handle there, your ID. Follow me on Facebook, and then you can put your Facebook page here. This way and then your blog, you can put your blog link here. You don't have to have an email signature, but basically if you do, this would actually appear below every single email you send. Another good usage of this space is not only to get people to follow you on Twitter and Facebook and other social media properties, but also send them back to your blog if you have it. It's a good way to get ongoing traffic, especially if you're sending out to your list frequently. And then the other thing you can do within the email signature is put in things like disclaimers, like basically I'm an affiliate. If you buy through my link, those kind of things that protect you. You can put in disclaimers. You can put in just a regular closing of each email. So email signature, that's up to you. You don't have to do that. That's certainly an optional field. As far as connecting, social media sharing, that's again going to be up to you. You could actually choose these buttons: connect with Twitter or connect with Facebook. And what it would do is every time you send out an email list, you could actually choose when you send out an email broadcast to actually post a copy of your email to Twitter and Facebook. It's not necessarily a bad thing, especially if you have followers on both those that are following you for business, because it's going to assist you in getting more social following and get people that are following you that maybe have missed the email, so now they'll see your offers. So um, next thing is we'll just leave everything else as default. And then global text snippets, typically just leave that blank as well. And then at the very bottom, choose Save Settings to keep moving forward. The next thing we're going to do here, it's going to say your confirmation message. This is going to be the last step of this little part of the segment, but these are all parts of the process of creating your very new email list. So confirmation message, you can choose from a variety of choices they give you. Probably one of the best choices is response required. Confirm your subscription. Most of the time you don't want to use that one. Typically the response required is a good one to go with. And then just because it tells them this is what you need. Sometimes people aren't excited about signing up for a new subscription, so that might actually reduce the amount of times people click on the confirmation messages. When I say confirmation message, this you're probably familiar to getting these, especially if you're watching this video. It means whenever you sign up to somebody's email, they send out a message that says, thank you for your interest. Please click this link to confirm your interest. So right in here, I typically try to customize this a little bit. So I'll do like, thank you for signing up for the free weight loss and fitness guide, or I'll tell them basically whatever it is I'm offering. Please click on the confirmation link below to claim your free offer. And then, of course, this part you can't change. So again, I always try to edit the intro. And then as far as the custom closing, I would put thank you, comma, and then put your name in there. And then option 2 here, it's going to say require opt-in on web form. Most of the time, especially if you're putting this on your blog and other places on the internet, especially like squeeze pages, where it's going to be getting quite a bit of traffic over time. I try to keep it on. It's probably a better filtering system, because if you have it off, that means anybody could come in there and start spamming your form and fill it up with hundreds of fake email addresses and stuff like that. Whereas if you do the confirmation, it will only put them onto your list after they confirm. Some people like to do it with it off. Some people like to do it on. The one thing is, you generally will get about 30%, 25%, depending on the niche. It always varies. That may not confirm, but you can also look at it as, hey, I'm getting the 75-80% of the action takers because they actually click confirm, and if they're not willing to confirm, they're probably not going to be willing to buy. An area instance where you'd want to set this to off would be, like I mentioned earlier, if you are setting this up as a buyer's list. Like, let's say you're setting this up and you're doing a launch and you're going to have buyers coming on your email list. I typically would set it to off. That way they're instantly going to get their download link set to their email, and they're buyers, so they're very, they're definitely interested. So that's a good instance to turn it off. But for now, we'll just turn it right back on here. Success page. This is going to be the confirmation success page. So most of the time, this is going to be your download page link, or what it's going to be is your special offer if you're doing that like an OTO or a one-time offer. So what this success page is that after they go to their email and click confirm, they're going to be taken to this confirmation success page, which is going to be your download page. So before this process, you may want to already have your download page link set up already, but you don't have to, because you can always come back and edit this. And then once you're done with that, just choose Save Settings. And at this point, you'll be able to go back to the home page of your Aweber account up here at the top, and we're going to go all the way down, and we're going to actually see the list that we just set up. So here we go. Weight loss freebie is already set up and ready to go. So that, in a nutshell, is how you go about setting up your very first Aweber list. And then once you're done, just double check it. So in the next video, we'll show you how to do further setup, but that's the most basic part of creating and getting your